What up, family? Welcome to Eagle Talk.
What's up, y'all? I broke my Sam Ronstein's out on y'all today.
Yes, we are. Look, we passionate. We artists and we sensitive about our stuff, and we're really passionate about this topic today because we are talking to couples. We are talking to married couples, and Corey and I have just a very special place in our heart for pouring into married couples. But guess what? If you are single, still watch and tune into the episode because
stick around.
This may, first of all, you may know somebody who needs this information. And then two, if it is your desire and in God's will for you to be married one day, you need to mentally start off with this, right? Some couples are going to have to incorporate this habit, but you're already going to have it.
So today we're going to talk about Baecation.
Bae.
That's right.
Let's
dive into it.
But before we get into the topic today, y'all, we need you to do us a favor. We are so grateful for all of you all that have just connected with us and are enjoying this podcast. And if you are enjoying it, can you please, we're not too proud to beg, but we really want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, we are over 1,000 people on the Facebook group, Eagle Talk with Team Lewis, and just share us.
Yeah, it's a private Facebook group community, and we talk about all the things, and really we are just looking to grow Eagle so that we can all soar together. And wherever you're listening to this, or if you're watching the YouTube page, just literally hit the arrow and share this episode that you are consuming right now, because we about to talk about Baecation.
Okay, so y'all, here we go. Baecation for us is non-negotiable.
And it should be non-negotiable for you too.
That's right. We've been married for a long time, and we have just constant rhythms in our life. One being date night, and definitely Baecation.
Yep. So let's define a Baecation, honey. What would be your and we fresh off a Baecation, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what we got on our Baecation. Like, this is something that we will rock on a date night on a resort or something like that.
Yeah.
So how would you define a Baecation, and how is it different from a vacation?
Vacation is going to involve other people, maybe friends or family. Kids, and
that's a trip.
That's a trip.
With kids, that's a trip.
And a Baecation is just normally just us, and it's just our alone time to connect, time to almost, I guess, say mastermind, time to talk future, and just put our phones down and concentrate on each other.
Yep, time to get out of the ordinary environment and really pour into our marriage. And when I'm saying our marriage, your marriage. And one thing that I think is lost and in our society, I just really don't think that a lot of people honor marriage. A lot of people want to get married.
Yeah.
They want the wedding. They want, to be the power couple, but there is a lot of work. And sometimes the work is, hard conversations, and the work is, figuring out finances and figuring out jobs and getting through school and paying bills. But sometimes the work is actually also just like looking at our calendar and prioritizing each other.
Yeah, it's almost like when it's time to set a budget. A lot of people don't like looking at the numbers and doing the work to find out where you need to trim some fat or, change some things up. And I think that's what it is for us when we go on vacation.
Yeah. When we go on Baecation.
When we go on
Baecation. So we are fresh off of a vacation. Oftentimes we just have different times a year where we work on we prioritize doing some annual things.
Yes.
So we are fresh. We've been back for a couple weeks now. And I think for me, having that time where, even for date night, right? Like we are non-negotiable about our date nights, but sometimes for date night, you be there, but like you thinking about like this deal or these kids, or your kids text you and then you run into somebody who and then you small chatting with them. And yes, we are in the rhythm, but sometimes that time is not undistracted. Yeah. And I always think that it's something to be said about getting outside of your normal environment, because when I am on a date night, or even when I am on a vacation with the kids, I'm still mama, right? Yeah. So I still have to attend to their needs, and I have to attend to what, make sure their activities are set, that we have the food, that we have this, we have that. And then when it's just us, it just gets to be just us.
Yeah, and I like when we are able to just kind of detach, right? I think this past vacation, was the first time we probably didn't have our phones for a couple of days, 3 or 4 days, or social media and all of that kind of stuff. So I think it's really important for you to be able to have that one-on-one time to be with each other.
And okay, so let's dive into that a little bit, because I do think that we live in a society, and I am very guilty. I run my business from my phone, and not just my business in the sense of working with clients, but I share a good portion of my life and engage online. And there is a level, like if you were watching our last vacation, there's a level of sharing that we did, but just being more intentional about having appropriate times where you share. And to your point, we were very much more intentional about not sharing, or you all went, or if someone was following us, you may have thought you were seeing something live, but it may have been a video that we did ourselves and then just did later, because just really giving that attention to each other.
Yeah, I actually think too, it's interesting to see how other couples date each other on vacation.
Oh, that's one of our favorite things to do. Talk about our favorite things to do on vacation.
Is to watch old people. Just seriously, just watch old people. Just whether they just in the pool having a drink, just having a one-on-one conversation, or if they getting real jazzy, dressed to go to dinner, or if they just walking on the beach. That's what we desire to be.
We love to see that, y'all, because for Corey and I know I'm not gonna speak for your parents. I will speak for my parents. Mm-hmm. I never saw my parents do things together, right? I saw them do things, like a vacation for me was family reunion, right? So even like kid things, I didn't see the prioritizing. And I just think that was just kind of a par for the course for the times that they grew up in. Yeah. So one of our biggest goals is to be like those cool, jazzy, like we just bought some matching Brooks today. So to be jazzy,
rock them boys too.
We go rock them Brooks. Be on the lookout. We might do a whole episode about Brooks. But to be on, to still be intentional. And I think that for some reason people think that once the kids grow up and once the house is paid off and once these things happen, we haven't been pouring into our marriage for 20, 30 years, but automatically, you know what I'm saying? When I'm 70 and you're 75, we gonna be booed up at the pool. And that's a hard no.
No, that's when you you realize you're roommates. You've been roommates that whole time. So again, while we're doing an episode like this, is to kind of have people think about and change some rhythms in their marriage, and why they need to have a Baecation.
And have a vacation and prioritize.
Now, I will say this, not to cut you off.
No, baby. Go ahead.
I do. Well, we have a couple couples that we go on vacation with.
Yes, we do. Yes, we're not discounting couple trips, because there is, to me, there is a lot of value in, first of all, having community, and going on those couple trips, going on, going, if someone gets married, y'all all go to their trip or whatever.
Or birthday.
Yes. There is a lot of value in that, and having, always learn, you get to mastermind, you get to pour into each other and really develop a unit, but don't confuse that for a vacation.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I just wanted to make that point because we do both.
Yeah.
But I think that needs to be in there too somewhere in the year.
So what do you say to the person that's like, a vacation, but I don't even like them? I can't spend 6 days in a room or well, let's debunk that myth. It does not have to be a week.
No.
Right?
No,
you could do a weekend. You could do, some of the funnest times we've had was when we've just drove to Austin for a weekend. Yeah.
If you don't like them, I have no advice. I don't know what to tell you.
No, Corey, you gotta have some advice.
I know.
Have you always liked me on every trip we've gone on?
Pretty much.
No. I ain't like you. I'm gonna be honest. I did not like you.
That's okay, but I mean, I don't know that I'm here for the I don't like you advice.
But listen to what I'm saying. Okay. What the point that I am making is that the consistency and the rhythm will outweigh, like, I think a lot of times you don't like the person or y'all just can't see eye to eye because we have so much going on. I suggest, now I'm not saying a vacation is going to save your marriage. Like, you might need therapy and counseling and other things like that. But I do think that for us, even when we weren't seeing eye to eye on a lot of things, having constant connection points, I guess is really what I want to say. Okay. Having constant connection points, whether that be date night or whether that, there have been plenty of times you're like, we're going to go do this. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I got to do this. But you're consistent about making sure that we do it. those connection points to me have opened up the door for us to have more, first, sometimes you have to just spend time with a person before you can open up and be vulnerable, even with your mate. Yeah. And I do think that vacations and things like that help set the atmosphere for that.
No, I agree, but I was just going back to you saying that they didn't like the person. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, I just can't. I think that some people might be like, I just don't know. Not necessarily like, but I have spoken with wives that are like, I just don't really know what we would do all that time by ourselves. Like, people need buffers, I guess I should say. So, or they think they need buffers. And we've had friend groups, situations like that, where they've shared with us like, hey, we need y'all to go.
They don't want to travel
us.
alone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I get that. Well, if I had to really just give an answer, I would probably say shorten the trip.
Okay.
And have an agenda.
Okay.
Right?
That's good.
Now, whether it could be an excursions planned or just different things to kind of keep you guys
have some different
engaged.
Experiences together, right? So if we are just in a season where we're not connecting naturally, at least we can have some shared experiences that can open up conversation.
Is that a good answer, y'all?
I think Corey like, I don't know. I mean, Corey like, break up with her. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I ain't taking nobody to Jamaica gonna mess up my trip. You can't go.
No, but I'm just being honest. Hopefully, if you're going on vacation or vacation with somebody, that y'all vibing. Well, here's one thing that we do want to point out: if we're being honest on this subject.
And y'all know we stay honest.
Yeah, that all of our trips haven't been, Cabo and Jamaica and all that, because there was a time that we were broke. And
a longer time than we were broke than right now.
Yeah. But we would do. Let me think of a good Vegas, right?
Vegas is a good budget.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all an even better one than Vegas that we would do. Okay, so Corey's dad. do you remember this? You probably he gonna be like, Corey's dad used to gamble at the casino.
Oh, amazing example.
Yeah. Right. Corey's dad used to gamble at the casino close to where we live. Like, it was close before. That's what I'm saying. Vacation could be a staycation. Vacation could be about an hour. About an hour away. So Corey, y'all, he went over his daddy's house and he see all these like free nights. Like, hey, you don't use none of these, daddy. His daddy was like, no. Corey would have his dad meet us at the casino so that we could get, like, he would check us into his free night, and then we would just go to because we would go eat the all-you-can-eat crab legs.
And I was unapologetic about it. I was taking my woman out. I was balling on the budget.
And them was some of the funnest times we ever had. So
that's a good one, right?
So we're just saying, you look.
You gotta get a little creative, but I made sure to make time to date my mate.
Yeah. And lose money on the slot.
that we didn't have to lose.
That we didn't have. So the part that we're not saying is that we was too broke to go and he overdrew the account trying to make some money.
Yeah,
anyway, we're not going to go into that. But I like that you brought that up because I think that that's something too. Some people think once we get older, we'll start to do stuff. Once the kids get older, once we make more money. And this is a rhythm that we've had. Even if what's been good is that even in seasons where we couldn't get flued out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We drove up the street.
Right.
And did what we had to do.
Figured it out. So let's give the people a couple tips.
A couple tips to make Baecation non-negotiable.
My number one tip is be consistent. Put it on the calendar and try not to make it move, right? If you said you was going to do it on that time, then be consistent and do it on that time.
Yes, be consistent. So again, there are just certain times a year where we know, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to take a longer trip here. We're going to take a shorter trip here, and making sure that we get that time in.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people will, it gets closer and closer, and then they'll make up an excuse on why they can't do it, whether they didn't save enough or whatever the case may be. So just be prepared and be consistent with it on the calendar.
Okay, and then here is mine. Plan ahead and then also plan a contingency plan. Mm-hmm. And this is what I mean. So if like we have had trips, it's a lot they got payment plans out here, y'all.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to drop thousands of dollars. I mean, to this day, we still will take advantage of a good payment plan.
Yeah, Apple Vacations is a good one. You can put a down payment and pay a couple $100 a month.
Couple $100 a month. Figure it out. You get your taxes, like whatever you got to do. And this is what I want to point out too, because some times we have been taught that vacations and Baecations are frivolous. And I'm going to just say it's an investment.
It is.
It has been an investment in our marriage. There have just been different breakthroughs, emotionally, physically, financially, the whole nine on Baecation. Yeah. So to invest in it, but plan ahead. So plan ahead, like figure out the timing, figure out if you're still working for, something else, figuring out, get with your spouse and figure out what PTO, like when is a good downtime. And then if there's a contingency plan, like I have a friend who was just telling me like, okay, we were going to go on vacation, but our longer child care got COVID. So we decided to do something shorter because we, have somebody else who could keep our kid for this short stint of time. And then that's something else that I want to bring up. Be creative, right? We good for hey, mama, you want to come to Dallas and see us? We going to Austin. We as soon as I can. Yeah, right. It's so fun. We just go shoot up to for a couple days. Like, don't worry about it. We'll be right back. Like, you enjoy the kids. Like, we it's gonna be good.
I mean, that's very. I'm thinking too. Another tip is don't always go to the same place.
Yes.
My parents, for the life of me, I'm trying to get them to go somewhere. Now they will go, but I'm trying to get them to go somewhere else other than Las Vegas, right? Yes. But what I've learned in Baecations is a change of atmosphere and scenery is good for you, right? Jamaica doesn't feel like Cabo.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that having different experiences in different cities or resorts or whatever is a game changer.
And one thing that I'm grateful for is that like we can think about different things that we have done together. Like we hadn't talked about going to the casino and sitting there, with his daddy getting us a hotel room in a long time. But that is an experience that we will never forget.
Right.
And it was fun. So I do like having different experiences with each other, going to different places. Now we do have some places that we just like, we will return to, but definitely don't be afraid to try something new.
Yeah.
And okay, this is a tip that I'm going to give. I think this is tip number 4 is be flexible. And this is what I mean about being flexible is that don't pitch a fit. Like the goal is to be together. So if part of the vacation is, spending time with your spouse's hobby, even if it's something that you don't necessarily like to do, give it a whirl. You're like, don't bring your little
stank attitude
at home attitude on vacation. Okay, right. Nobody want. We also like to look at people arguing on vacation too.
No, but I think be flexible is good. Like so, I'm trying to think of an example.
When you were golfing,
right. So she went with me when I golf, or I don't particularly care for ziplining.
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
But I always go. She want to go, we can go ziplining. Last time we went, you did the buggy thing.
Oh yeah. I don't like getting dirty, but I got dirty with the Doom buggy ride deal because that's something that he wanted to do. So be flexible on vacation. Like this is the time to, and then flexible, like go ahead and wear that dress that you ain't gonna wear in Dallas. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like go ahead and, like put on that bathing suit that you can't wear when your kids are with you. Them people, you never go see these people again. So you get to be a little bit more uninhibited with your mate, and they get to I think that they should get Corey should get parts of me that nobody else is ever gonna get,
right?
And vice versa. So be flexible, show some flexibility when you on your way planning and when you get there.
Yeah, and I think too, you guys need to, when you're planning, I think you need to be on the same page, right? Yeah. Because you don't want to not really go somewhere. You want to really agree on the place that you're going.
Okay. I'm going to add to that though.
Okay.
Get on the same page, but don't be mad. I'll give you an example. There are a lot of things that you will do if you'll go along with it. But if I waited for you to plan it, we'll nenever do it.
Okay.
And vice versa, right? So I know a lot of times it's I told him I wanted to go on a trip and he did nothing.
Yeah.
No, girl, if he, at the end of the day, when I'm on the beach, I don't care who called out our credit card number on the, so if the person is on board or when y'all are on board, just take the reins. If you are better at researching, if you're better at figuring it out, then just go ahead and do it. So, and that'll be our final one. Just do it. Yeah. Don't overthink it. Just decide, you know what, honey, on your birthday, on this day, this is going to be our rhythm. When the kids are at camp, your kid going to camp anyway.
Right.
So when the kids are at camp, we go hop out to Vegas for 2 nights. We go to Arizona. We go do whatever. just do it.
Yeah, and then there's a lot of I think we talked about it already, but there's a lot of trips that you can do that are inexpensive.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we mentioned Vegas for one. I mean, you can fly on points and blah, blah, blah. But I think that you don't have to have, $5,000 to go on a trip every single time.
You can ball on a budget. And the thing is, the goal is the intentional time together and just saying, you know what? No matter what I got going on, no matter what these kids got going on, no matter what these clients, how they're pulling me, you, honey, are worth me prioritizing us during this time.
Yeah. So there we go, y'all. Baecation 2022.
Baecation.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And anything else you want to add?
I do want to add. So we pretty soon are going to be kicking off for the month of May. Every May, we have Eagle Talk Date Night Challenge. Yeah. And during that month, we are challenging all couples to go on one date a month. Okay. And
one date a week.
One date a week during the month of May to start the habit. We're going to give you different tips. We're going to have different couples to come and share what that rhythm looks like with them. And you use hashtag Eagle Talk Date Night Challenge. And we're going to be giving away gifts that whole month. So make sure you're in the Facebook group so that you can be a part of that.
Yeah, I actually like the date night challenge. We did it last year. It was real good. People are looking forward to it. And we get to do stuff with our community. So that's cool.
Yep. All right, y'all. Love you. Hope that you like this episode. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Hit that arrow. Share this episode with someone and get to dating your bae. Go on Baecation.
Peace, y'all.
Bye.